Okay, hi everybody. I'm Lorelei. We are at Guerin Park in Brentwood, and we're going to be having our Crystal Corner class here today. And today's class is going to be about the heart chakra and heart healing crystals. Okay, so just as we've had, coming from the root chakra all the way up, we are now traveled all the way up to the heart chakra. And we're going to be talking about what the heart chakra is, why it's important, and then also going over the crystals that help with that healing process. So I have my notes today just because I really wanted to get a really good depth of knowledge centered around what the heart chakra is. So this is an amalgamation of a whole bunch of different articles and things that I found in books and on the internet. So the heart chakra, or anahata in Sanskrit, is located at the center of the spine at the heart level. Anahata roughly translates to unhurt. Accordingly, the heart chakra acts as the individual's center of compassion, empathy, love, and forgiveness. This chakra governs one's senses of trust, fearlessness, peace, generosity, gratitude, and connectedness, as well as change and transformation, healthy boundaries, depth in relationships with others, emotional control, and love for yourself. Got a phone call in the middle of my class. I am so rude. Okay, anyway. So just to reiterate before we were rudely interrupted by my phone call. Sorry. Connectedness, as well as change and transformation, healthy boundaries, depth in relationships with others, emotional control, and love for oneself. Now, in addition to your heart center, which is right in the center of your nipple line would be your heart center, there's also a higher heart center, which this area is mostly green, but the higher heart center is pink. And this is like your area of love for the self, like your unconditional love for yourself. Okay. The heart chakra has a feminine energy, and it's symbolized by a green 6-pointed star with a 12-petaled flower. Elementally, the heart chakra is associated with air, and his mantra is I love. The heart chakra is special because it is the fourth of the 7 chakras, making it the exact halfway point of the system and the unifier of the physical and spiritual chakras. By connecting the lower 3 chakras, the root, sacral, and solar plexus, with the upper 3 chakras, the throat, the third eye, and the crown, the heart chakra acts as the bridge between the earth and the spirit. Now, this is my own kind of take on this center. So at this very important area, all of the information that is received from Divine Mother and Divine Father, or Earth and Heaven, is alchemized into what we understand as true. As we begin to awaken spiritually, the spiritual alchemy grows and becomes more refined as our understanding grows. This seat of spiritual alchemy operates on the highest frequency in the known universe, which is the 5D frequency, or unconditional love. Okay, so I wanted to kind of delve into a little bit of that 5D understanding and the unconditional love aspect of it, just so that we kind of understand what I mean when I say the 5D frequency or unconditional love and that. So this is an excerpt from a book called Activating Your 5D Frequency, a guidebook for the journey into higher dimensions, by Judith Corvin Blackburn. And she says, we're in a time of great transition. Higher frequency light is flooding our planet, awakening large numbers to reclaim our original nature as 5th dimensional humans. As 5D humans, we live from our heart's wisdom, from unity, consciousness, unconditional love, and unbridled creativity. 5D humans have highly developed inner senses of empathy, telepathy, clairvoyance, and clairsentience, qualities that are opening for many as we go through this dimensional shift. So that's that little excerpt, because I feel like it really represents what this center is actually saying to us, okay? It's operating at a much higher frequency of unconditional love and really kind of understanding where we are as humans in a higher frequency, okay? So this additional excerpt is from the article, You Are a Multidimensional Being, Really? from Explainer, just what are the different spiritual dimensions of reality by Alan Liu. And this is just a short thing that I thought was very, very interesting, especially with where we are in our state of being on the earth right now. So the COVID-19 pandemic is accelerating Earth's transition to a fourth dimensional consciousness. So it is often presented as a struggle between those holding fast the third dimension, which is where we were before the COVID-19 crisis, and those moving into the fourth dimension. Alternatively, the pandemic is also showing us what we dislike about the third dimension, which is resistance, restrictions, and fear. And those are just a few things, but they're one of the larger things that represent that third dimensional reality. And what we truly value in our lives, which would be freedom, fresh air, nature, companionship, community, and love, all of which are heart chakra values. What all this means in the short term, and what this author is saying the next 1 to 10 years, is that fourth and fifth dimensional thinking and technologies will rapidly develop and become common. And what he means by that are new healing modalities, new sources of almost free electricity, awareness of oneness and respect for human diversity and our natural environments, international cooperation to end wars, conflicts, and poverty. Now, this would be like the most grandest thing, right? To have all wars and conflicts and poverty be ended, right? World peace, if you will, right? Communication with fourth and fifth dimensional beings, such as extraterrestrials, galactics, spirit guides, etc. And that would become more common with this type of thinking and understanding. Humans will increasingly exhibit a wider range of psychic skills, which will be considered normal. That's not going to be considered like oh my God, that is so crazy. You can actually know what's happening in the future. You can read other people's minds. And it's like, well, once you've grasped that idea of that we're all connected, there is a plane of existence where you don't need to utilize verbal communication or understand what is to come, because you feel it and sense it before it actually occurs. And that is a fourth and fifth dimensional ability. Economies will be more locally focused instead of globally dominated, which I feel is that whole world peace concept that he's alluding to. These changes will not happen overnight, obviously, which is probably a good thing. On the other hand, there will likely be considerable resistance against them in the short term as well. But by being open and focusing on developing our fourth dimensional consciousness, and with support from our fourth dimensional allies and higher dimensional guides, this vision can become a living reality. However, it will probably take a while longer to get to a fifth dimensional heaven on earth. So I thought that little excerpt was very, very interesting and very supportive of this center, which is very much encompassed around that unconditional love and that idea that we're all connected, and that we all need to adhere to this idea that we should love one another in a very universal way and unified way. Okay, so back to the heart chakra. There is a really great representation of the heart chakra on the planet. And the heart chakra of the earth is believed to be dually located at two towns in southwestern England, about 30 miles apart from each other. Glastonbury and Shaftesbury. Am I saying that right? Shaftesbury? Those of you that are in England, if I'm saying that wrong, I do apologize. But anyway, another 25 miles beyond lies Stonehenge, which adds another layer of mystique to this earth chakra. All kinds of legends center around this location, like the tale that Glastonbury Tor has a connection to King Arthur and the ancient mythological land of Avalon, which, if you've ever read the Myths of Avalon, it is like mind-blowing amazing. So if you haven't read that, please do, by Marion Zimmer Bradley. It is an amazing book. Anyway, I digress. Other stories point to the historical figure of Joseph of Arimathea, who is believed to have carried relics of the resurrected Jesus across the ocean to modern-day England. Meanwhile, in combining the symbolic meanings associated with Glastonbury and Shaftesbury, one joins love, Glastonbury, and will with Shaftesbury, making this a powerful location for the Earth's heart chakra. So Glastonbury and Shaftesbury are the most commonly discussed locations for the heart chakra. However, Another location, which is sometimes considered, is Maui's, oh, all you Hawaiian people that are indigenous, I am so sorry if I say this wrong, Haleakala, I really hope I'm saying that right, Haleakala volcano. Apparently, the energy at the top of this dormant volcano gives off the same frequency as the beating of the human heart. So when the heart chakra is out of alignment, a number of issues can arise. One might feel hard-hearted, broken-hearted, unhappy, lonely, insecure, and easily hurt, or unable to receive love. One might choose to lead with the head and not the heart, to grow distant from others and put up walls, to shut down emotionally, or to hold onto resentment or bitterness. A variety of yoga asanas, specifically bow pose, camel pose, and chest openers, can help to bring balance to the heart chakra. Consider following along with a guided yoga flow like heart chakra yoga for beginners. There's 15-minute flows, and Anahata chakra yoga classes are heart opening rose yoga. Those are all very good with this center opening, okay? So exercise in general can play an important role in developing a healthy sense of self-love as well. Our bodies are our greatest gifts, and the more we learn to respect, honor, and take care of them, the healthier our heart chakra will be overall. So also I want to point out that any organ in this area, if you're having issues, that can be indicative of a heart chakra block. So if you have issues with your lungs, that's a really clear indication that there might be a heart chakra block as well. You can also have muscle issues in this area, such as issues with your ribs, issues with your clavicular line, with your shoulders and arms, especially your left, which is where you have most of your aortic arch and things of that. That's closer to your left side. So if you have issues with your left shoulder or your arm, that can be very indicative of a heart chakra block as well, okay? Breath work is also a powerful practice, especially considering that the element of the heart chakra is air, which is another reason why your lungs are super important, because that is how you receive air, is through your lungs. Even something as simple as deep breathing can bring peace and calm to the heart and remove stuck or negative energy from the heart chakra. Take it one step further with a visualization exercise, like imagining a beautiful rose blooming from the heart chakra to open wider and wider. Meditation is a great tool for balancing the chakras, and following a guided meditation designed specifically for the heart chakra, that can do wonders for opening up that area. Lastly, using the vibrational energy of a sound meditation to feel the heart chakra come back into alignment by verbalizing the seed syllable yam, pronounced it with the same vowel as yawn rather than yam, like the vegetable. So I also want to say that you can use in sound meditation, or even utilizing frequencies. The specific frequency that is great for the heart center is 528 hertz. So that is the love frequency. So if you've utilized that in practice, maybe to bring a soulmate or bring somebody into your life, 528 is that frequency, and that's also your heart center frequency, okay? And there's lots of YouTube videos that have that specific frequency that you can use, okay? Incorporating affirmations into any of the aforementioned activities, or simply reciting them on your own, can further help align the heart chakra. Some affirmations which could target the heart include: I am worthy and deserving of love. I forgive myself and others. I am open to giving and receiving love. I live with gratitude and generosity. I honor the guiding of my heart. Okay. Furthermore, things like aromatherapy, crystals, obviously we're going to go over that very soon, healthy foods, and color therapy can help to align the heart chakra. So in general, eating green things will help with that area. I like to think that the color of the food is very indicative of the chakra that you're trying to align. So things that are green in nature will help open this area as well, okay? So try an essential oil like bergamot, jasmine, geranium, lavender, cypress, or rose to target the heart area. Incorporating natural bright green foods like kale into the diet can be effective as well. Even wearing green to create mindfulness of the heart chakra is a good idea. And how appropriate that we're in a beautiful park with all this green grass to talk about the heart chakra, right? Perhaps a more general approach to balancing the heart chakra would be to engage in activities that spark love, passion, and joy. Whatever prompts a smile, do that. Whatever makes you happy, do that. In addition, try to express gratitude. There is something about thankfulness that seems to make the heart radiate love and positive energy. And incorporating a habit such as writing in a gratitude journal into a daily routine could be a powerful way to keep the heart chakra in alignment. And don't forget about self-care. That's actually one of the most important things in this situation, because if you can't give yourself the self-love and the care that is necessary, you can't really feasibly give that out to other people. And a lot of times people will keep giving and not realize that they don't have much else to give from because they're not putting it back in themselves. Okay, so your self-care practice should be at the forefront of your whole practice and your whole way of being, because if you don't have that place to, if you're not giving anything because you're empty, then you can't really be loving and caring to other people, especially if you're in like nursing or teaching or, you know, any sort of like servanthood. It can be really challenging if you just give and give and give of yourself, but not, you know what I mean, you're not putting it back in. Okay, refill the tank. There's something about thankfulness that seems to make the heart radiate love and positive energy, and incorporating a habit such as writing in a gratitude journal. Oh, sorry, I already said this. And don't forget about self-care. By putting personal needs first, caring for others doesn't have to lead to burnout. Only by loving ourselves can we in turn pour out to love others as well. Okay, now that we have discussed in detail what the heart chakra is, why it's important, and how to really get that place moving and how to keep it healthy and flowing, let's talk about crystals that can help with that, right? Because that's why we're here. It's the crystals. So the very first one, and like the one that is pretty much like, if you've ever been to a crystal shop or you've ever seen anybody wearing crystals, this is a very common one. So let me pull this guy out here. So this is rose quartz, and this is a big hunk of rose quartz. And then this is a littler one, but it's polished, so you can see. All right. So as you can see, it's pink. So this would be really indicative of this higher heart, but it really does incorporate all of the aspects of the entire heart area. It doesn't have to be green. So I'm going to hand this to my students here. Okay. The stone of unconditional love, rose quartz, is the most loved stone for healing anahata. With its vibrant pink color, this variety of quartz offers beautiful feminine energy, resonating both your heart chakra and your higher heart chakra. Rose quartz has powerful abilities to deepen any relationship while cleansing and purifying the heart. This lovable stone supports all kinds of relationships, encouraging emotional healing and opening your fourth chakra to the flow of love. The stone also helps attract love while strengthening empathy. It also releases negative vibrations and emotions and replacing those with loving energy. It breaks down any heart walls that you built for emotional protection, replacing them with softer energies of comfort, healing, and understanding. Okay. All right, so that is rose quartz, you guys. All right, so the next one, and this is really small, but it's a little bit on the pricey end, so I just have a little piece. This is emerald. So I'll show you guys. This isn't like the precious stones that they like really cleanse out and it's super bright and beautiful green, but you can see that it's still very, very pretty, and it has a little bit more of darker striations in it, but it is really beautiful in its more natural state. So here's emerald. Okay, so let's talk about emerald. Believed to be the purest form of green energy, emerald is a favorite option for opening and healing the heart chakra. As the crystal of successful love, the emerald can help bring back balance to relationships, enhance unconditional love, and encourage loyalty. This stone helps enhance unity and partnerships. With its green energy, emerald allows you to recover from negative energies and emotions and replacing them with a positive one. It also helps strengthen the ability to enjoy your life to the fullest. The emerald stone is also known to support wound healing of the heart while embracing heart-centered qualities of compassion and love. Being the stone of prophecy, emerald is also known to bring its wearer wisdom and knowledge. If you are looking for a crystal that can bring mental, physical, and emotional balance, then emerald is a brilliant choice. Okay, so that is emerald, you guys. So this next one I actually don't have, and funny enough, this one and the other one that are relatively similar in name, they're also relatively similar in how they appear as well. This one is Rhodochrosite, and it's generally very, very pink in color, so it really includes this higher heart area. And so is Rhodonite, which is the next one that I don't have on me. But so Rhodochrosite is what we'll go over first. And I think this one has some black and white inclusions in it as well as the pink. So Rhodochrosite is a wonderful cleanser of the heart chakra. Its pink or orange color also resonates with the solar plexus and root chakra. It is particularly useful in relieving stubborn imbalances and blockages caused by past pains and wounds. Being a natural emotional releaser, Rhodochrosite helps raise your self-confidence and removing self-criticism and self-doubt. This stone is ruled by the planet of love, Venus. This makes it a strong and all-powerful heart-based energy that encourages unconditional love and selflessness. The Rhodochrosite is also one of the best stones for relationships, helping its user to reconnect with a family member or long-lost friend. Also known as the stone of compassion, Rhodochrosite offers powerful emotional healing that you can use to attract and amplify your love with others. If you want to reach your true potential, bring love into the world, or reconnect with your inner self to bring playfulness and more joy, this is the most beautiful crystal this beautiful crystal should help you get there. Okay, so that is Rhodochrosite. The next one is green Aventurine, and I actually have two of these guys. So these are really, really pretty. And they're just like this really light, beautiful green color. This one actually has a couple of like darker green flecks in it. And this is pretty widely available, so you can find this in most crystal shops or like other stores and the like. Sure. Okay, so green Aventurine is known as the stone of opportunity, and you can use it to attract energies of wealth and success. However, this lovely green crystal is originally connected to the heart chakra and is used to promote harmony. Its soft vibrational energy helps soothe negativity and friction in relationships while allowing you to see unhealthy patterns and behavior, releasing and removing them to bring in new opportunities. The stone allows you to feel optimism and hope, allowing you to move forward with confidence and accepting positive changes. Strongly linked to nature, green Aventurine is a strong protector of the fourth chakra. It provides you an auric shield, creating a wall that prevents energy vampires from entering, as well as negative attachments that may seek your emotional energies. So for those of you that may not know what energy vampires are, energy vampires are people that basically just take your energy. So, and you've probably encountered people like this in your life where you've been in their space and you left their space feeling very drained and very like you just don't have any life force left. You need to like refill the tank. And those generally are people that don't reciprocate like ever. And it's a real shame because, you know, you want to be around people and love people and help heal, but sometimes you gotta think about yourself first, and being around those types of people can be really challenging. Now, there is a difference between somebody who is inherently hurting and aching and that need that positive and loving energy, but they will reciprocate at some point because they're just in a low point, But then there are people that are just gonna take your energy and not give it back, and that's just where they are at all points, and they would be considered energy vampires. Okay, so just so that you know and we understand what that is. Okay, all right. So you can use it to feel green aventurine. You can use it to feel a sense of well-being, stabilizing emotions, and increasing focus. You can also use it if you want to have romantic luck and find your soulmate. Okay, so that is green aventurine. So the next one is one of my, I mean, all of them are my favorites. I feel like every crystal I bring up, I'm like, this is one of my favorites. So the next one is malachite, and I'm actually wearing some malachite in addition to this. So this is malachite, and it's really, really pretty. There's lots of like swirling dark green and light green, and then here's my bracelet. So you can wear this and it'll help with heart healing and flow. See, you got like this little swirly bit. So pretty. Okay, so. Okay. So another vibrant green crystal. Malachite is one of the most powerful healing stones for the 4th chakra. The stone absorbs negative energy, allowing you to remove destructive behaviors and thought patterns. Also known as a stone of transformation, the powerful energies of malachite help relieve heartache and encouraging you to let go of past hurt and move on forward. Its gentle and loving energy also helps stabilize yourself and brings loyalty to any relationship. Malachite is also a stone of balance. However, it is for balancing manifestations, abundance, and intentions. This stone is also a go-to crystal for empaths. It helps restore balance wherever you feel overwhelmed by other people's emotions. So I feel like if you don't have malachite, you should definitely get some, because I feel like it's like one of those crystals that's going to help you kind of feel yourself, like genuinely your truest self and your energetic field and how you feel. So I also feel like, because I never really understood why I always wanted to pair malachite with galena, but galena is a stone of transformation as well. It works a little bit differently, and it's a little bit more protecting. Although malachite is very protective, but it's mostly protective of this heart chakra. Galena is more protective of the auric field. And it's super beautiful. It reminds me a lot of hematite, just because it's really shiny and it's a really dark, like silvery crystal. But if you pair this with galena, you get like a really protective shield, but it helps with that transformation process in your life. If that's what you're going through, and letting go of old past patterns, thought processes, ways of being, letting that go and moving into your best version of yourself, malachite and galena together will be a really good combination. So anyway, let's move forward. So Rhodonite, so that's the other one that I don't have, but again, this one is more pink in its appearance, other than having like the white, orange, black in it as well, okay? So Rhodonite is a rescue stone. Rhodonite is a favorite among counselors and healers for encouraging honesty of speech and forgiveness. Deeply resonating with the heart chakra, you can also use Rhodonite to heal the root chakra. So with its red and pink color, Rhodonite has been called the emotional balancer, helping show both sides of an argument and offer you balance when you're stressed. Thus, this stone can be quite helpful during difficult periods of relationships when compassion and compromise are necessary. Okay, let's see. Rhodonite comes from the Greek term rosy. This stone is wonderful to use whenever you feel that your relationship feels stuck. It brings joy, youthfulness, and harmony back to your life while encouraging your passion. Not only that, but this beautiful crystal helps also transmute emotional pain and trauma into love and forgiveness. Also known as the stone of self-love, this stone helps release self-doubt and fear while increasing confidence and self-esteem. Okay, so the next one is green jade, and I actually have a piece of green jade here. So this is green jade. Now again, green jade can also be found in a little bit more, when it's sold and it's a little bit more expensive, it's treated differently, and so it has like this really overall unified green appearance. It actually kind of looks a lot like green Aventurine, but this is like in its just pure state, just polished. This is green jade. Okay. All right. So green jade is the most common and popular color of the jade family. Filled with serenity and purity, the green jade is an impressive crystal for increasing wisdom, love, and compassion. Other than improving relationships, jade may help in protecting the wearer from negative energies while bringing luck to friendships and the power to enhance your imaginations and dreams. If you're feeling less sure about yourself, in need of self-esteem and extra confidence, then the green jade can help you with that. Not only that, but this green stone can also help promote tolerance and patience, creating harmony and balance into your life, especially in relationships. Okay, so that's green jade. I feel like I'm kind of busting through these crystals, so let me know if you guys have any questions at all. The next one is one of mine that I just picked up recently and I'm absolutely in love with. So this is a large and rough version of it. This is Prahanite. And I recently did a podcast episode on this one, and this is it here. And then I actually have a ring of Pranite. And that's what it looks like when it's really shiny and polished, okay? It's the clarity is very nice. So this is Pranite. Okay. So Pranite, with its yellow variations, are linked to the solar chakra. Such combination helps in calming your worries, releasing emotional distress, and allowing you to connect to your heart, to nature. Also known as a stone of unconditional love and healing, this stone provides calmness and peace to the user. In addition to its relationship benefits, this stone is a wonderful stone for shamans or healers. This is because it helps in improving prophecy, deepens meditation, and enhancing visualizations in order to connect to the cosmic grid. If you want to strengthen your spiritual vibrations, be at peace or just want to align your actions to the highest good and heart, then Pranite can help you get there. All right.
Spell that?
So Pranite is Prehnite. You're welcome. And I actually have two more, but I have one more listed on my notes here. So this is Amazonite. So I have this rough one, and then I actually am wearing a polished version of Amazonite. Very, very pretty. It's almost like kind of teal in color. Okay, so Amazonite. Like Amazon with an "ite" at the end. Two guesses where this is from, right? The powerful and wild energies of the Amazonite have a unique stimulating effect on the heart chakra, awakening compassion and sympathy of its wearer or user. The Amazonite's interesting attributes is supporting both the throat and the heart chakra, forming a bridge between these two. So hence the reason why it's more blue or teal in color, because it makes that really solid connection between your throat and your heart chakra. The stone is known to balance a controlling relationship and make you feel less critical. Not only that, but this turquoise green stone can also be used to clear blockages of the fourth chakra and allows loving and honest communication to flow through. Amazonite helps you to view emotional issues clearly without having a second thought and judging your worth as a human. It helps you find calmness and achieving emotional peace, soothing long-seated emotional trauma and dispelling fears to allow positive energies in. So, if you're feeling out of sorts, in need of some self-confidence, could use a little adventure and fun, then the courageous energies of Amazonite can help welcome harmony, aid in self-discovery, and creating a more positive attitude. So the last one that I'm going to bring in is Unikite. I like to say Unikite just because that's my daughter's name. It's spelled differently. It's Unakite. So this one is really, really pretty, and it has both green and pink. Now, as we've been talking about, pink is related to your higher heart, and green is your lower heart area. So this is a really all-encompassing crystal for both the higher and the main heart-centered areas. I didn't write any notes on this one. I just know that this is a really great stone for heart healing in all of its glory, basically. So if you're in need of self-love in addition to giving and receiving love from your heart area, or if you're feeling like there's some blockages or you're going through some heartache, this would be a really good stone because it does both things for your own self-love and giving and receiving of love and feeling unconditional love. Okay, Unikite. All right. Oh, I was going to give you this one. You like, can I see it? Okay, you guys, so that covers the heart center and your 4th chakra center, the heart. And if you guys have any questions at all, let me know. Do you guys have any questions? Yes.
What was the other poses besides bow pose?
Oh, yes. Okay, so let me look back and see. Bow pose. I know camel was another one. I would say wheel also. She didn't mention that one, but that one you open up all of these areas and it just like branches it out there. Okay, so yeah, bow pose, camel pose. Oh, and she says, and chest openers. So, you know, bow pose, you know, you're back in the, you know, basically you're opening up this heart area. Even just doing like a stretch where you put your arms behind your back like this and you clasp your hands, you roll your shoulders back and bring your heart, like you're in your heart open like this. That is brilliant for heart opening. Okay, and it's very easy, you know, even if you don't have a lot of flexibility in your shoulders, that's a really good one. But the idea is to roll your shoulders back, and then you can also do angel, which is when you bring your heart or your arms back like this past your chest line, and you open and bring your chest or your chin back, and then you open up your chest. That is a very great heart opening yoga pose. Any other questions? We good?
So.
Okay. All right, you guys, thank you all so much for coming in and seeing and watching this class today. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to message me or DM me on Instagram. I have a website at www.thirdeyewithlorelei.com. You can message me there, ask me all the questions and all the things. This is what I love to do. So if you are interested in anything, or if you want me to talk about anything, please let me know. And check out the podcast, Third Eye with Lorelei podcast. I talk about a whole bunch of things, all things metaphysics. We talk about meditation, we talk about starseeds, we talk about channeling and mediums and psychics and all the things, because it's what lights me up. So if you have any questions about anything, please let me know. But until the next class, love and light to you all. And please go and visit Crystal Bowl Wellness Center whenever you get the chance, because she's got all the crystal babies and it's amazing. And she's got yoga and all the things there. So anyway, I love you all, and I will talk at you again soon. Bye.